Hello. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the best method of writing proposals to clients on freelance platforms or when applying to remote jobs, wherever they are. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna show you one of the results so you can see what I mean. This is a screenshot from a job, 4 jobs actually, that I have applied to in the past 10 days probably, or 15 days, and all of them, as you can see, this is a screenshot from Upwork, all of them are viewed by the client. This means that the first step of the funnel of getting the clients is already completed successfully, because I know that many freelancers are actually struggling with this step to get the client to actually open your proposal. Okay, because as you know, there are many competitors out there, and if your proposal is not opened, this is a big problem and you cannot even get through the funnel otherwise. So this is an example of how I got my proposals viewed by 4 clients or 4 applications successfully, and one after the other. Okay, now let's see the result number 2. The result number 2, I'm gonna try to zoom it. This is these are the insights from a recent job from 17th of November. As you can see here, these are the rates that were used by the competitors, or let's call them the applicants. And over here you can see the statistics. There were 16 proposals in total and 7 were never opened. 9 of them, just let's think about this for some time. 9 of the proposals to this job were opened. Okay, 1 of them was shortlisted and 4 were messaged. Now let's see these 7 proposals that have not been opened. Okay, the fact that, just put yourself in the shoes of a client. You're going through 16 proposals, okay, and you don't open 7 of them, but you open 9. Do you think this is random? I don't think this is random, okay, because I analyzed a lot of job statistics. This is never random, okay? If these were not opened, there are some factors that are either related to your profile, or most of the time they are related to the proposal. And by proposal, I mean the text or the offer that you send to the client, okay? We're gonna see this in detail after a minute or 2. Then we have 1 shortlisted and 4 messages. The 1 shortlisted was actually my own proposal. And how I know this is the fact that I got this contract after they messaged me. I am the one who got this contract, so that's how I know that I was the one shortlisted. Okay, now let's go back here, and I'm gonna walk you through the kind of proposals that I'm using to get this kind of results. It doesn't matter really. There is 50 competitors. There is 60, if there is 100, if even there is low competition, or doesn't matter. The numbers do not matter. It's about the quality. Because I'm saying this because I see a lot of freelancers getting scared of the numbers when they see the competitors. It really doesn't matter. What matters is the quality of what you're doing to convince the client. Okay, now let's see this example from a proposal that I sent to a client who was in need of someone to support with the operations and the projects, and the rate was really very good. It was like double the usual rates that I use. Okay, so your team's drowning. Look, this is the first sentence. I highlighted it in yellow. Your team's drowning in meetings, tasks, and endless. Who's handling these threads? Not because they are lazy, but because no one's holding the system together. See how I start? This is the opening of my proposal. Really, by the way, I used to start my proposals with a hi or hello, but I started dropping some words gradually until I'm no longer using hi and hello. You can argue with me on this point as much as you want, but this is getting me the results I want, so it really doesn't make a difference. This is actually 1 or 2 words that I'm gaining because the system is showing only the first sentence. So imagine someone is scrolling through the proposals, and now they see this proposal starting with your team's drowning in meetings, tasks, and endless who's handling these threads, not because they're lazy, but because no one's holding the system together. That's where I come in. I build clarity out of chaos. See, this is where I'm positioning myself as the solution to this problem. We started with the pain point, and then we are talking about the solution. For the past decade, I've turned scattered operations into smooth running systems where calendars sync, deadlines move on time, and every project has a clear owner. Think of me as the person who connects the dots so your people can finally focus on real work instead of chasing updates. This is it. This is where all the value is. Okay, now we are talking about myself. Notion, Asana, Google Workspace. I don't just use them. I design ecosystems inside them that keep teams aligned and accountable. This basically means that I'm not just another person or another applicant who's gonna tell you I use Notion, I use Asana, I use Google, I use Microsoft. I don't just use them. Okay, I'm positioning myself as someone with a better positioning or better value offering. Okay, I've done this for startups, compliance heavy companies, and remote teams spread across continents. Okay, if you're looking for someone who's both operationally obsessive and calm under pressure, I'd love to show you how I'd make your team run smoothly. Then I put my signature, systems thinker and builder, plus 15k hours spent helping entrepreneurs save time and money, plus 140 clients, and Asana Notion certified admin. Okay, over here I could just say plus 15k hours spent working online, but this is not the case. We want to showcase the value or the results that we get our clients. So the idea here is you shouldn't be talking too much about yourself at the beginning. This is rule number one. And then you should position yourself as someone who's different, and you should do it in the first sentence. Really, this is your chance. If you don't do it in the first sentence, you're gonna be in this statistics here in the 7 that were never opened. Okay, so this is an example. Of course, my proposals are changing over time. I test with new methods, I test with new hooks, I test with different ways, but this is one example. Okay, and you can follow this method, or you can tell me in the comments what you think about it.